Well, today's topic is macro, powder, and microscopical study of coriander. Okay, coriander is a food drug. In this picture, you are seeing coriander fruits. Okay. Here, coriander means coriander fruits only. Don't think it as a coriander leaves which we are using in curries. Okay, coriander means coriander fruits in our subject. Okay. These are the dried coriander fruits, and these are fresh coriander fruits. Okay, these are the leaves of coriander fruits, and here these coriander fruits also cremocarp fruits. Okay, that means these are dehiscent cremocarp fruit which can be divided into two mericarps. Okay. And here also they are having stylopad. Here also they are having ridges on their surface. Okay, this part we will discuss later in macroscopy. First, we have to know about this plant, okay? That means about this fruit. Introduction to the coriander. Okay, first, we have to know synonyms. Okay? The other most common names of the coriander are dhania and coriander fruits. Okay? Uh, in our home, we usually call it as dhania, right? So, the another synonym is dhania. Okay? Dhania is only for the fruits, not for the leaves. Next, biological source. I already told you this comes under a fruit class. So it consists of dried ripe fruits of Coriandrum sativum, belongs to the family Umbelliferae. Okay, same as fennel, it is also belongs to a family of Umbelliferae. These are actually called umbelliferous fruits. Okay. And here, these coriander fruits do not contain not less than 0.3% of volatile oil. Okay, if they are contain less than 0.3% of volatile oil, they are considered as inferior quality drugs. Next, chemical constants. Okay, I already told you all the umbelliferous fruits belongs to a class of volatile oil. Okay, the major composition of umbelliferous fruit is volatile oil, right? So here also it belongs to a class of volatile oil. This drug may contain 0.2 to 1% of volatile oil, but it should not be less than 0.3%. Okay. And the main important constant of volatile oil are coriander, which is also known as D-linalool, okay, which constitute about 60 to 70% of the volatile oil. Along with the volatile oil, drug also contains some other ingredients like terpenes, fixed oils, proteins. Okay. I already told you proteins are nothing but aleuron which are present in the endosperm, and fixed oil is present in the oil globules of the endosperm, right? And here, this is the structure of coriandral or D-linalool. It is the structure of coriandral, and it belongs to chemically. These volatile oils are belongs to a class of mono to sesquiterpenes. Okay, that means they are made up of isoprene units. So here also it is a terpenoid. Chemically, it is a terpenoid. Next, macroscopic. Okay, that is external characters of the fruit. It is a cremocarp. Cremocarp is what? It is one type of dehiscent dry fruit. Okay. Dehiscent means which can be split into parts. So here this cremocarp is having two mericarps in its structure. So it can be divided into two halves. Okay. We know that we usually use it to spice in our kitchen, right? And while planting this coriander leaves, sorry, for planting this coriander plant, we will usually take the seeds, right? We will make it off and then we will go for the planting, right? Okay, when we made them off only, the embryo will expose to the soil and it will get germinated. Okay? అందుకే మనం ఎంటైర్ ఫ్రూట్ని ఎప్పుడు జర్మినేట్ అంటే ప్లాన్ చేయాలి. Okay, we usually make it off. That means we divide it into two meal then we will use it for uh, planting, right? So here is a cremocarp and it is available, sorry, it is in the shape of subglobular shape. Okay? The original coriander fruits are in subglobular shape, and that is length and width is usually 3 to 5 mm. Okay? And here you can see it is having primary ridges and also secondary ridges on its surface. And first we have to discuss about these ridges. Okay, this fruit surface will have some ridges. Okay, one are straight ridges, other one are wavy, and these wavy ridges are actually primary ridges. Okay, and they are not prominent. They are inconspicuous, means they are not clearly visible. Okay, they are in wavy, uh, but they are not visible clearly. This fruit contain about 10 wavy primary ridges. Okay? And the straight one are here secondary ridges. The fruit surface may have 8 number of this secondary ridges, and they are straight but they are prominent. Okay? When we touch the surface of fruit, we can sense this secondary ridges. Okay, they are prominent, but these primary ridges are not clearly visible. We cannot sense their presence by touching. Okay, by observing the fruit surface, only we can see the primary and secondary ridges. Okay, wavy one are primary ridges, straight one are the secondary ridges. Primary ridges are 10 in number, and secondary ridges are 8 in number. And here this is the pedicel which connects this fruit on the umbel, and here it is a stylopad. I already told you it is a remains of calyx. Okay, flowers usually have calyx, and the remains of calyx uh, turns to stylopad when the flower turns to a fruit. Okay. In fennel we studied that the stylopad is bifurcated, that means it will have two tubes, but here it is having five small calyx tubes. Okay, మీకు ఇక్కడ only three కనిపిస్తున్నాయి, but it is usually having five uh, teeth on the stylopad. Okay, these are called the teeth, calyx teeth. Here also you can see these are the this is the top view of the coriander fruit, and this is the side view of the coriander fruit. On top here you can see these are the primary ridges which are wavy, and these are the secondary ridges which are straight. Okay, this primary and secondary ridges on the coriander arranged alternatively on the surface of the fruit. Okay, the subglobular in shape. Next, coming to organoleptic properties. Size, we already discussed that. It is usually 3 to 5 mm in length and width. And organoleptic characters. Color. Usually this dhania or coriander fruits are brownish yellow in color. Okay, whereas fennel, it is greenish or yellowish brown in color. But here it is a brownish yellow. And the order is aromatic because of their volatile oil. And coming to the taste, it is used as a spice, so it will have some spicy taste and characteristic taste. అయితే మనం ఇంట్లో చేస్తాం కదా రెగ్యులర్గా కుకింగ్లో కొంచెం ధనియా పౌడర్ ఎక్కువైనా వీ కెన్ ఈజీలీ ఐడెంటిఫై దాట్. నేనైతే అలానే చెప్తాను నేనైతే ఈరోజు కొంచెం ధనియా పౌడర్ ఎక్కువ వేసినట్టు దట్. How can I identify that taste means every fruit will have, that means every this spice, okay, every spice will have some characteristic order and characteristic taste. Okay, by eating only we can identify the characteristic taste. Okay? And